Accounts Receivable. In this overview session, we will review the following. What is accounts receivable? Accounts receivable basic life cycle, mapping to NetSuite, and a demo. Accounts receivable refers to the balance of money due to a company for goods or services delivered or used but not yet paid for by customers. Accounts receivable is represented on the company's balance sheet under current assets and include invoices that are owed for items or work performed on credit. Customers typically agree to pay invoices within 30 days, 60, or even net 90 days. Here is a high-level view and flow of an ERP system. Accounts receivable falls in the order to cash functional flow. Accounts receivable basic lifecycle in NetSuite entails the following flow. First, create your customers. For your customers, you can enter customer invoices, print invoices, then record cash receipts. Customer credits recorded can be applied to customer invoices and reflected in customer payments. When customer invoices are processed, NetSuite debits accounts receivable and credits revenue. When customer credits are processed, NetSuite debits revenue and credits accounts receivable. When cash receipts are processed, NetSuite debits cash and credits accounts receivable. Let's see how NetSuite is configured. Some setup items to call out. Optionally, you can create customer categories to group your customers. Create payment terms for your customers. Payment terms are shared with the accounts payable transactions. Create payment methods for your customers. Create customers. In NetSuite, you can identify customers as either company type or individual type. For each customer, you can default the payment term, default accounts receivable account, and currency to streamline data entry. Optionally, you can set up multiple addresses. Optionally, you can create price levels for each item for sale. In order to create customer invoices and credits, create items for sale. Here are screenshots of a lot-numbered inventory type item highlighting some of the key fields. Here are screenshots of an invoice and a credit memo. Here are screenshots of the payment task, header information, and payment transaction details. Let's jump into a NetSuite demo account to see how it works. Let's create a new customer. Start by entering the header information. Navigate to the Financial tab to enter customer-specific information. For demo purposes, I will fill in some of the fields. Navigate to the Address tab to enter the customer address. Click Save to create the new customer. Next, let's create a customer invoice. For demo purposes, I already created a sales order and fulfilled the order so that I can create an invoice. Let's create an invoice from the sales order. You can see that the order details defaulted in. Let's go ahead and review the inventory detail. I have 5 quantity from lot A and 5 quantity from lot B. Customer-specific information defaulted in on the billing tab, such as terms and the bill to address. You can see the accounting tab, the default accounts receivable account, and also the invoice currency. Click Save. Navigate back to the invoice created to see the GL impact. The transaction debited accounts receivable and credited the revenue account set on the item. Now, let's create a credit memo for the same customer. For demo purposes, I already created a return authorization for the customer and received it so that we can create a customer credit. We can create a credit from the return authorization by clicking on Refund. Details from the return authorization defaulted in the credit memo. Verify the item details and click Save. In this particular demo case, I'm returning 2 items. Let's take a look at the inventory detail. Returning 1 item from lot A and 1 item from lot B. Click Save. View GL impact. The transaction debited the revenue account and credited the accounts receivable account. Lastly, let's process customer payment. Navigate to Transactions, Customers, Accept Customer Payments. Select the customer, then select the Invoices and Credits in the Apply tab. For the payment method, I will select check and enter the check number. Click Save. Let's take a look at the GL impact. The transaction debited the cash account and credited the accounts receivable account. This concludes the accounts receivable overview demo.